First at 4, the Browns and the city still stuck in the stadium showdown. Will this multi-billion-dollar project ever be built in Brook Park? Thanks for joining us first at 4. I'm Nicole Versansky.
And I'm Brian Duffy. Will it get built? Well, that's a really good question right now. What do the people of Northeast Ohio actually want is another great question. So we decided to go out there and get those answers. Jeff Slauson is with us here with the 19 Data journalism team as we try and get these numbers, Jeff. And this has been an interesting process, to say the least.
Yeah, to say the least, I think is the best way to put this here, because this is a survey. We want to be very clear, a survey on this. And this is the specific question that we asked. And the wording very carefully chosen as well, but the question's pretty generic, right? Do you think the Cleveland Browns should continue to play at the existing stadium in downtown Cleveland or build a new dome facility in Brook Park? Brian, basically the only two options that we've seen.
Yeah, right. That's really it. And when you start looking at the numbers, I don't know if people are going to be surprised by these or not. We talked about them at 3. Let's show you the numbers right now as you look at the stadium showdown. Stay downtown, the new dome, or don't know. And it's overwhelming, I think, Jeff, is the only way to put this. 57% of the people want to stay downtown.
Yeah, when you see that compared to the don't knows and the new dome here, this goes along with what we have heard from Cuyahoga County and from the city of Cleveland. They claim with the surveying that they have done internally that a majority of people they talk to prefer to stay downtown. But the thing is, we haven't heard concrete numbers on this. Now we are actually seeing that. 57% saying, again, across Cleveland, Akron, Canton, that they would prefer the downtown area to remain the home of the Browns here, something you and I weren't necessarily shocked by, but it was a little bit more overwhelming than I think I initially would have thought.
Right, and the 14% who just don't know, I think that's interesting too. So what we also wanted to do was kind of start breaking this down by county, and we're going to do this throughout the afternoon. So we wanted to start with Lorain County because parts of Lorain County border now on the area where that new stadium would be built. So what are the numbers in Lorain County? You see that part of Lorain County? That gets very close to the airport there and where this new stadium would be built. But still, in this case, the numbers are a little better for the build the dome at 37%, but still, I mean, that's a 10% difference. 47% of the people in Lorain County, which for a good portion of the county on the eastern side borders that area where they would build this, still want the stadium to stay downtown.
And while many may think, oh, that's still a 10% gap, that's pretty far apart, I think the optics are really important here. That's actually the closest that we saw for any county that was surveyed in this. So the closest that it was within 10%. Yeah, that still shows a majority are very much so preferring that downtown. And again, this is an area that would see a lot of the traffic, potentially the benefits that the Browns are talking about of having that around their area.
So we talked to the man who put this together for us on what he sees in these specific numbers.
In those counties that are going to be closest to Brook Park, people want a new dome. However, there is still a greater percentage of people, the closer you are to Brook Park, still those individuals want the stadium to be downtown.
That's Tim Marshall, who helped us put together this project and who did the survey for us. Now, so it's pretty interesting to see what's going on in Lorain County because that's close. What's going on in the counties furthest away from that? That would be Ashtabula and Lake County. And when you look at these numbers, only 66% want this to stay downtown. Only 17% of the people in Lake County want the dome built. That is the largest gap that we've seen. And this is the number of people here, up here, who want to stay downtown. And you can see that those lines never cross.
Right, they never cross. Again, the top layer, that's stay downtown. Bottom layer, the orange one, excuse me, is build the new dome here. We had talked about, so this line here, that's the closest it gets between any two counties. That's the furthest away it gets. But for a strong majority, it's pretty leveled off at about 30–35% saying move it, go to a dome. Around 50 to 60%. That's what we're seeing as far as the odds are on there. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So, all right. You can see all the results right now on our webpage, and we're going to be back here again a little bit later in the show, and we're going to talk specifically about Cuyahoga County, and those numbers are very, very interesting. Nikki.
Yeah, and remember, 19 News has an entire show dedicated to the Stadium Showdown. It airs Fridays at 6:30, right after 19 News at 6. This is all on our digital channels, including the 19 News app, Apple TV, Fire TV, Roku, YouTube, and Cleveland19.com.